the candidate's campaign director calls the allegations, quote, just more election year fluff. I'm Lydia Saunders. We'll have these...
How about some lunch?
No, thanks.
So what did Lydia do now?
Nothing.
Nothing you couldn't do better, I'm sure.
I think we'd be better off changing the subject.
Look, darling, I know you'd rather be back at work, and you will be soon. It's just a matter of...
It's not a matter of that, and you know that very well.
It's the threat.
What if he does this to another woman? All because I ignored him.
Eden, you can't make yourself responsible for what this man does or does not do. He wants to draw you out in the open. He wants to make you a target again.
All I know is that I lose either way. Either I do what he wants or I do what you want.
You know, I thought we agreed on this.
No, we didn't do any agreeing. I'm sorry. I know that you love me and you want to take care of me. But somehow in this process, I have become irrelevant.
You're not being fair.
Fair is also irrelevant. I learned that the hard way.
We talked about this. We discussed it thoroughly. We came to a compromise.
Wait, now think about this. If I do most of what you want instead of all of what you want, is that a compromise?
This is not about who controls you. That's not what this contest is. I thought I had the right to speak by virtue of the fact that I love you.
Have you ever stopped to wonder whether that's true or not?
If I love you? No, I don't.
Maybe you should.
Look, let's narrow down what we're talking about here, okay? I think this is fairly important.
Sometimes I just think our marriage is going to fall apart. Because you don't remember who it is that you fell in love with.
What am I doing?
Do you remember me? Do you?
Of course I do.
I was running Daddy's business. I was running off to Europe at the drop of a hat. I would stay out all night dancing. I'd take out his boat. I learned how to fly by myself.
We can do all those things.
It is not about we. It is about me. If you loved me then, how could you possibly love me now?
Baby, you're not making any sense.
No, I have turned into this mousy, frightened of her own shadow, scared to death person.
No, that's not true. Circumstances have changed in a bad way, the way they sometimes do. You have not changed. You're the same woman you were when
I am not
met
the
you.
same to me. What do I have? What do I have besides you? I have this job that I'm not even qualified to do in the first place.
That's not true. You do an excellent job.
The only reason I'm on the air is because I was raped. That's my drawing card. Ask anybody.
Hello? When? Yeah, I'll be there in 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Do I even have to ask? Somebody got raped, right?
Where are you going?
Where do you think?
Miss Wyndham, I'm Inspector Castillo.
Now what? You've got to be number 10.
I'm sorry. We worked very hard to get the procedures right around here, for you as well as for us, but it kind of throws us when an assault victim refuses medical attention.
A doctor won't find anything. Am I being penalized for not having any broken bones? Do I have to be unconscious before somebody will believe me?
No, it's not that.
Look, I know that I was stupid. I couldn't help it. I just felt so dirty and so used. I couldn't come here the way I was. I guess I didn't realize that going home and washing to make myself feel better would ruin any chance I had of making that animal pay.
Again, I'm sorry. Please don't misunderstand. There are other ways of building a case. We take the crime of rape very seriously around here.
Yeah, right. You mean this month? And that's only because that TV reporter keeps... What did you say that your name was?
My name is Castillo, and that reporter is my wife. So you can see we do take the crime seriously around here. Now, what can you tell me about the man who attacked you? If you don't feel comfortable talking to me, I'm sure we could send someone else in that might put you more at ease.
Do you promise me that you'll see this through? And that you won't tell me it's my own fault and just let it drop?
I promise.
All right. He's somebody that I met at a little bar and grill down by the docks. I made the mistake of being friendly. I even got his name. I suppose it could be a phony, but it's just not the kind of name that you forget.
And what is that name?
Kane. He said it was Kane Garver.
That Cruz might have my head for acting like an interfering mother-in-law, and he might be right. And I'm not setting myself up to ferry messages between the two of you. I'm really not. But believe me, he has no complaints about you. He loves you to distraction. He thinks everything that you do is absolutely perfect. And I think he curses himself that he can't give you the blissful, uneventful lifetime that he'd like to. Honey?
I'm all right. Really.
Cruz is a wonderful man. And his wife is every bit as wonderful as he is.
Excuse me, Sophia, but visitors are not allowed on the set. Would you like me to show your mother where the visitors' room is, or maybe another
Lydia,
time?
we're fine.
Oh, what are you trying to do? Protect my daughter from me?
From you or anyone else who annoys or upsets her. And now, excuse me if this time I made a mistake.
Yeah, oh, thank you.
Mother, I'm the ratings star of the month. You know, I'm bigger than breast implants or prostitutes with AIDS. Just ask Brent.
Speaking of Brent, we've got a bit of a problem.
What?
The obligatory update this afternoon on the status of the rapist. He wants you to read it.
Well, you can just say no, refuse to do it. You don't have to be exploited, Eden.
You know, I agree. Why don't you read the local news and I'll come in with it when you finish? And I have as much weight to pull around here as Brent does.
No, how about if I read it, but I write the copy?
Eden, no. Look, I'm not one to normally take the high road, but this is out-and-out exploitation. Besides, you don't want to look like you're delivering a direct threat to this man, do you?
I've been striking out at everyone around me. I'd rather be striking back.
Well, what can I do for you?
I need you to come with me.
Sure. Let me just clean up this mess. Where are we going?
Well, there's been a complaint brought against you, and we're gonna have to investigate it.
No. Come on. Does this have to do with the Major again?
No. The woman's name is Ellie Wyndham.
Ellie? Oh. What's her problem?
She says she was raped.
She was raped when? Where?
According to her, it happened here. And it was by you.
She's lying. You know she's lying, don't you?
Well, what I think doesn't matter. We're gonna have to go to...
No, it matters to me. Tell me you believe me.
Kane, I can't help you if you're not gonna help me.
Then to hell with it. Do what you want.
I want you to take care of business. You didn't talk to a lawyer. You won't give me a statement.
Why should I? Why should I? My best friend doesn't believe me. What makes you think anybody else...
Give me something to believe, then. You met her at Johnny's. What happened?
She came on to me, okay? Isn't that what all accused rapists say? You know, this is a routine you're going to go through a lot because this town is rape crazy. They're looking for rapists behind every tree. And you're no different.
Yeah, well, I've got a good reason to be looking, wouldn't you say?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? You think I raped Eden?
Sir?
Yes, Bill, please. What do you got?
I wired Chicago like you said. I thought maybe you want this right away.
Thank you. Since the medical evidence is non-existent, your entire case will depend on this sworn statement and your testimony.
So?
So I spoke to a Sergeant Grimsby in your hometown. Actually, he's from Chicago, which is not too far from where you grew up. Does that name ring a bell?
No, I don't think so, no.
Well, that's odd because he remembers you, Ellie. Or Eleanor, I guess he knows you as. He's still angry that that judge gave you no worse than probation when you were convicted of perjury. It was that shooting case where you were the only eyewitness except that you
paid for. It's still a lie.
The judge felt sorry for you. The court shrink said you were, quote, a pathological liar, unquote.
Forget it. Just forget it. I have been raped. I have been through enough. You see, with your stupid system.
Believe me, I'm not going to let you walk away from this.
You! I'm gonna talk to you!
Wait a second.
Please don't let him touch me.
Why are you trying to ruin my life?
You look at him and you tell me he is not the type. He is a power freak and he's
You answer my question!
Hey, you get out of here.
Do what he wants.
You better hope you never run into me again! Enough!
Because the fact is that a great deal of foolishness about rape and this rapist has been uttered in the local press, some of it by me. We are not, after all, in the hands of some unspeakable malign force capable of bringing great municipalities to their knees. Rather, we are dealing with just another criminal, one twisted mind, one angry man arrested in infantile fantasies of power, completely devoid of significance except in his ability to inflict pain. It's time to cut him down to size. Don't romanticize him. Don't even pay him an extravagant compliment of fear. It is time, way past time, to put an end to this particular brand of terrorism and remind ourselves who really wields the power to change our lives for the better or worse. We do. I mean Castillo. Thank you, Eden. We'll be back with sports and weather in just a moment.
I'm just a dumb guy. What can you say?
No, you're not a dumb guy. You're always right. And so am I.
Yeah, but when I saw you on the air, when I heard you, I knew why you went, you know? I was glad. Sometimes you impress the hell out of me.